So there you have it. Mitt Romney, back when he was bringing tribute to his Ubermensch, Donald Trump. And now, after Mitt Romney loses that election, despite the fact that he had Trump's endorsement, which has been upsetting to Trump because he's bestowed upon Mitt Romney the graces of Donald Trump, and Romney squandered it. Now Romney comes back and repays the favor by saying, Donald Trump was horrible all along.
There are a few things you can imagine in life. Black airline pilots, black people swimming, and Donald Trump giving you his endorsement. So I couldn't be more excited than I am today.
One out of two.
Bag, mag, sag. We're all here.
That's right.
The whole band's together. Thank you, Mr. Trump.
This has been fantastic. Nothing could have happened. This is all great.
You cut some amazing deals with the Genovese family to do those fantastic parking lot deals down there in New York City. I wish I had my own WAPs for my own projects. Look at me talking all salty when I'm around the Donald.
Let's read a little bit of Donald Trump's speech that he gave today. I'm not here to announce my candidacy for office. I'm not going to endorse any candidate today. And he says some other stuff, blah, blah, blah. Warren Buffett was 100% right. That's about it. We'll take that. First, the economy. If Donald Trump's plans were ever implemented, the country would sink into a prolonged recession. You know, to be fair, Mitt Romney said that if he was elected president in 2012, the unemployment rate would drop to about a point higher than it is right now. So,
and just imagine if I was Puerto Rican. I would have already been president.
And also, to be fair to Mitt Romney, he said that if he had won, if he was to win the presidency in 2012, gas prices would be around $2 today.
Boom.
A few examples. His proposed 35% tariff-like penalties would instigate a trade war that would raise prices. Wait, didn't he just say that he was the only one back in 2012 who picked out the bad deal that we have with China?
Yep.
That's weird. Guess he changed his mind. That's strange.
I have a new deal with China. Take all of our jobs. We're going to put the poor people in cages.
But wait. You say, isn't he a huge business success that knows what he's talking about? No, he isn't. No, he isn't, said Mitt Romney today. His bankruptcies have crushed small businesses and the men and women who work for them. I don't know if you recall the movie that Newt Gingrich made about me and Bain Enterprises, or Bain Capital. He inherited his businesses. He didn't create it. How disgusting, the idea that one would inherit some type of largesse from one's father, say.
Just as a random example, say one's father gave them a large amount of money and social connections, and they exploited that to make people with less privilege lose their jobs. It's just disgusting.
Let me just quote from Mitt Romney in February of 2012. I've spent my life in the private sector, not quite as successful as this guy, but successful nonetheless. That is Mitt Romney on Donald Trump.
You did a fantastic job. It's really tremendous. It's true. It's true. It's really true.
Donald Trump tells us he is very, very smart. I'm afraid when it comes to foreign policy, he is very, very not smart.
Now I'm looking in the mirror. Right? I'm holding my gaze on the audience right now because I just delivered a zinger. Let that all sink in.
I want to see if in his written speech he actually did that line about the hat. What was it like? He'll get to Washington and all we'll get is a free hat. Now, I didn't realize that Trump was actually handing out free hats. I thought you had to buy those hats. But if I had known that they were free, I would have gone to one of the rallies. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Here's what I know. It was actually in the written speech. And I'm going to deliver it like I saw Mitt Romney deliver it. Okay. because this
important.
was
You
great.
got to hold the face.
Here's what I know. Donald Trump is a phony, a fraud. His promises are as worthless as a degree from Trump University. He's playing the American public for suckers. He gets a free ride to the White House, and all we get is a lousy hat.
You know, the sad thing is that they released the script of that speech beforehand, so everyone knew that line was coming.
Yes.
Nobody? Really?
That's a
Nobody?
okay.
What?
Hey, let me try it again. All we get is a lousy hat. Because I'm talking about those red hats.
I don't get it.
Gets the
Getting a laugh out of you people is like getting a Jew to pick up the tab.
okay.
Anyway?
Well, anyways, America's greatness had bye 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 and free hat. Okay.
Available.
Exactly. Just FYI, I have canceled all my plans for July, so won't be going to Red Rock or New Hampshire or California or our place in Malibu or down in the Cayman Islands. So I'm going to be just waiting around, sitting around in July with the family. In fact, my entire family, Tag, Flip, Brent, Depp, Dupe, Doppy, we've all canceled our plans, just going to be sitting around the old homestead, just waiting.
And also,
He's a reality television star. Did I say that? Not like Netflix, but he's on free TV. So,
Netflix is a boutique product.
that's
Also, again, just in keeping it 100, obviously Donald Trump's whole business career is fraudulent and filled with failures and was built on his trust fund. But at least those projects theoretically could have led to creating jobs, which he ended up losing for people. Whereas Mitt Romney's business career was literally built on the point of it was to destroy people's jobs.
Oh, who let the dogs out?
I'm sorry,
Yeah, come on.
did I lose use of
Who
jobs?
let the dogs out?
I don't understand. When you look at those Newt Gingrich ads,
I'll tell you something.
Don't these people just look so disgusting?
Here's what's
Do you want
amazing
them
about this
working at
speech.
your
Hold on,
factory?
let me just say one thing seriously about this, because it really is. I think you could put 1,000 social scientists on the ground and statisticians and quantitative analysts, and all of them could not calculate how small the number of people who were inclined to vote for Donald Trump with whom Mitt Romney was able to sway their vote. I don't think it's calculable. It's so tiny. However, with that said, as destructive for the Republican Party as it would be to have a brokered convention and have them have a guy like Mitt Romney or Paul Ryan or anybody swoop in and take the nomination from the guy who has the plurality of votes. As destructive as that would be, this probably got us 1/4 of the way there anyways, just by this one speech. Because it has just completely, I mean, it's almost like, honestly, like, if it came out, and it wouldn't come out for like 30 or 40 years, right? That Donald Trump said, I will give each one of your sons a job if you go and give this speech. And Romney did it. It would not be, it would make sense. I mean, I don't know. I got to think, Mitt Romney gives this speech, Donald Trump's poll numbers, they're going to go up 3%. I would say across the board, 3%, 3 to 5%.
My poll numbers just got 3 points higher.
Exactly.